Good morning, humanity. It's March 2, 2020. Ooh, 222, 3 twos. Wow. All right, you'll love that, Bev, because it's Mondays with Bev and Paul, and my name is Paul.
Good morning, Paul. Good morning, everybody. This is Bev.
Yes, sirree. Hey, how do you like that? Two, two, two. There's three twos in today.
There is.
Yes. So tell us how
Hey,
significant that one is.
well, I don't know. A number two, you can't go wrong with that. It's a powerful number,
with
right?
with three
The power
twos.
of two. Yep. It's a six. Comes out to be a six.
All
This is
right.
good.
But we're two. We're me and you out there, and I am thou, and thou art I, and da da da, and two is six is three, and here we are doing BioTouch, and we're happy for that one because it
We
only
are.
takes two.
That's right.
It only takes two. It takes you to touch somebody else. Two fingers, two people. Oh my gosh, we got all kinds of twos today. We ought to have a show on twos, but
Wow.
instead, our show is going to be on how can BioTouch help with the virus.
Ooh. I
uh,
think just being on the planet right now is you're open to a virus.
right, right. I'm my own virus, really.
Right.
But that's for another show. Today's
Yeah.
show, we're going to talk about the virus. They call it the coronavirus. What is it, 14? Or something, some number like that. But we talk about it because we had this workshop with Dr. Willingmeyer from the VA hospital here in
Yeah.
Tucson, and she was awesome. I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, folks, go to our website, pull up Bronchitis and Pneumonia. There's the video of her, even the first 20 minutes of her spiel on what is pneumonia, what is bronchitis, how does
Right.
the body hold it, how does the body get it. And then she talked a little bit about the coronavirus.
She did. That was great. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
lot of information, wasn't
Yeah. I
it?
was like, oh my gosh.
I know.
But what's nice about all that information, and for all of you out there who are just being inundated with information, is we have something simple that can be an adjunct to whatever these stories are, and the fears are, and the anxiety are. Let's show that here. We had that research that Dr. Stevenson did that showed all these stressors on the top part of that chart. And one of those stressors is fear. And,
Yeah.
that's a big part of what we're all dealing with now. And those kinds of things create chronic stress in our life, which creates an immune dysregulation and a cortisol dysregulation. And that's what Dr. Willingmeyer talked about.
Yeah, all
So,
that inflammation in the body.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we're hearing that most of this, but it's not necessarily the virus that's the problem. It's if our body isn't strong enough, if
Yeah.
our immune system is already compromised,
Right. That's the
then
key.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
really think so.
so we have a part of our manual we're going to start off this discussion with. It's in our preface, and Bev's going to read that. Let me show it
Yeah.
here while she's talking about it.
And it says any aspect of the body, when out of harmony, manifests a characteristic disorder, which in turn involves other parts of the body that are dependent on its proper functioning. Thus arises the need for a system that addresses the body and possesses the capacity to encourage it toward healing itself and restoring harmony. This is the purpose of the procedures presented in this manual. So let's go back to ground zero. We know, as you just mentioned, and as much of the medical community has acknowledged, 80%, at least 80% of our dis-ease is related to stress at some level, whether it's mental, emotional, which ends up in the body, all of that stuff. So to really be able to handle things like that, the immune system is the foundation of all of that. And in all of that research that Dr. Stevenson did and came up with that stress chart, she discovered that that's one of the parts that BioTouch plays for our bodies. It increases the ability through strengthening the immune system to fight those interleukin 12, to create those that fight cancer, to raise the cortisol, balance the cortisol,
Right.
the inflammation, and the stress
Yeah.
of all of that.
So I,
So that's what BioTouch. That's one of the power tools that can be in your life to start regulating and increasing the ability to fight things like the coronavirus. At least have a strengthening within your body that can allow you to help with something like that. I think that's a really, really empowering thing that we can bring into our everyday health
yeah, I mean, what would it take? And
path.
we're going to teach that, the infection point. If nothing else, I mean, you're talking about not even a minute per day, folks. Just
Right.
you working on somebody, somebody working on you. And there's just not a better preventative maintenance program. It doesn't even have to be done every day, but if you did it every day, what's a minute out of your day? You know,
Well, and as Dr. Stevenson said, I mean, even 1 week, once a week, you
right?
have, spend 10, 15 minutes doing a couple sets that will help you with your stress and immune system. Will increase the quality of your health. Come on.
Yeah.
Once a week?
So I showed that chart while you were talking, and let's show it again. That all those stressors in life create chronic stress, which creates immune dysregulation and cortisol dysregulation. And as Bev just talked about, when you put BioTouch, a little dotted line there, into the chronic stress cycle, you increase the activity of genes that fight infection, and it improves the quality of your life, which stops. Here's the word: infection is right there.
Yep,
That's one of the major results of chronic stress in our life.
that's
And
right.
I mean, that research project, which you can all find it online. The more details of that is on our website, justtouch.com. The research data that she showed, she did saliva testing, blood spot testing, questionnaires, did measurements, and clinically showed how BioTouch can enhance our immune system.
Yep.
So it's a choice now. We have a choice. We don't have to be victims to. Sherilyn was just telling me she works at Walgreens. There ain't one thing of hand sanitizer in anywhere in any of the Walgreens. They can't
I
even
can
get them,
imagine. I
and
can
no
imagine.
masks. I mean,
Right.
we are like running out
Wow.
there to supply ourselves with things that they're not even sure that helps. What we're saying here is it's not BioTouch instead of. So you
Right.
do all the things that you feel are necessary, but take these two, the two of the twos, and touch another two human being so that you both can enhance your immune system and live a
Right.
happy, healthy life. That's our
Right.
birthright, isn't
It is.
it? so,
Totally. Yeah.
so we always want to make sure that you learn this system. And so we're going to show you and then talk a little more about that because we want to make sure that you learn, if nothing else, how to do the infection point. And so now this is not something you can wait at pre-session too. This is also a good preventative care of doing this,
Yep.
helping build the immune system. We have other sets of points. The metabolism set would be good. The
Oh,
whole
yeah.
doing that, the brain, the pituitary center, the whole everything that happens up in there that regulates our whole system. Just the head metabolism and infection points with the
Boy.
greeting. Like you said, once a week even could
Yeah.
could enhance our health and help us in this scary time. So let's show you the set, and then we'll come back here in a minute.
The infection, allergy, and poison sets are 3 separate sets of points. They all share the same hold point, which is the same as greeting point 1, located in the fleshy area just below the base of the breastbone. As with all sets of points, these may be touched repeatedly. Infections of any kind anywhere in the body may be addressed by holding X and with the other hand touching point 1, which is at the base of the large muscle on the right side of the neck, and slightly above and behind metabolism point 1.
There you go, folks. We don't even need to
Really?
show
That's
the other
it?
two.
Is that all there is?
Is
What?
that all there? Isn't there a song like that?
Okay. That's way too simple
I
for
know.
people not to be doing.
Even when I looked at it, I'm like, what? Is that it?
Come on, there's got to be more. No.
No, folks, we're telling you that's all there is to this
That's
thing. So
wow.
if you did the greeting, which is taking your dominant hand, touching that same point that you just saw, point one, just below the breastbone, taking that same dominant hand, touching just to the left of the big bone at the base of our neck, and then taking both hands, one point at that first greeting point, and the second point just on the left, just on the side of that muscle.
On the right side muscle.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong side, damn it.
Yeah. I know when we're looking at the camera, it's like,
Right.
huh?
So it's like a yoga instructor. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I
That's
was
it.
sort of blown away by watching that,
I know.
and then turning it off. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I want to say that when I was thinking about that, it's like, are we not worth 30 seconds?
Right.
Is our sense of being and being healthy and happy and loved, are we not worth just the few minutes that it would take to do this with another person and have them do it with you? Maybe that's where we all have to go. Well, I have a self-worth here. I'm a resource. I deserve to be healthy. And BioTouch is so uninvasive and so simple and so available all the time. You don't
Right.
have to go out and get it. You got it right there.
It
You're worth it.
it reminds me of you working with this woman who lives in New York. And she's like, oh, I don't know, can I get somebody? And you said to her, what? You live in New York City. You can't find one
One
person
person.
to take 30 seconds with you?
Yeah, the look on her face was, oh yeah. Come on, you can do it.
Folks, you got a neighborhood. You've got friends. I mean, we might not agree with each other politically. We might philosophically, spiritually, none of that matters. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter your station in life. It doesn't matter what your job is. You don't even have to like the person you're working
Right.
on. But I'm telling you, if we want to, it's a revolution against the pandemic, against
Yeah.
the epidemic. We
Yeah.
are saying reaching out and touching another one just with a simple act of love, a simple caring, and doing 30 seconds with one another, we could transform the world. We could transform all of humanity. And as you just said, we're worth it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I look at all these, this fear-based pandemic, and I'm thinking one more way that we separate ourselves from each other. Put a mask on so that you can't breathe the same air as somebody. Don't touch anybody. Wash your hands. Da, da, da. And the truth is, we're heading towards this opening now in consciousness that's supposed to bring us into connectedness with each other, not
Right.
separating ourselves from each other.
Right.
That's another thing that BioTouch does for us.
Oh, and
It
it's
yeah,
immediate. It's immediate.
yeah,
I mean, when you touch
immediate.
somebody at that solar plexus on the skin with those two fingers that lightly, you've made a connection with another human
You
being.
got it.
The two.
Yep.
The
It
two
it
with the two.
yep. It begins a journey of love, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's in that healing happens. I mean, I'm always reminded of
Absolutely.
Anita Morjani, who, if you haven't read her, go online, find her book. But she had stage 4 cancer. All her organs shut down. She basically died on the table. And she came back to life. All her organs were working, and her stage 4 cancer was gone. And her only message, year after year, post after post, you just got to love. And
Yep.
you just got to love yourself. You have
Yep.
to start accepting who you are, who we are. And that's like you said, it I love teaching the kids, and saying even jerks can do it. And I've proven it. I'm one of the bigger jerks on the planet. And they're
Yeah, they
like,
love that
yeah,
coming from an
wow, an
adult.
adult jerk.
Yeah. But the other part of it too, I think, is that we have to let ourselves be love,
Right.
not just loved, but be love, which is what we are. BioTouch is the most amazing, simplest, loveliest thing that you can use in your life to start activating that in your life. Let yourself be loved and be love. And just,
Right.
yeah, connect.
You're worth
It's
it, folks.
time.
It's
It's
time.
time.
You're worth it. Everybody's worth it. And again, we're just going to show you just to show what this immune system, there it is. There's the stress chart. All these stressors in our life. We can put on there TV, newspaper articles about the thing called the
The
virus,
news,
the
the
news.
media.
Yeah, all creates chronic stress.
Yep.
And so, that when you put BioTouch into that, chart, it increases the activity of genes that fight infection. That's all we have to worry about is just that part of it,
Yep.
And so we teach it. You can go online to justtouch.com. You can download the first 10 pages, which gives you that greeting, and then you can find how to do the infection point by replaying this video or become a member and you can download the whole manual. That's only an $18 membership and you download the whole manual, or you can order a hard copy on justtouch.com. And then if you have any questions and you still don't get it, call Bev up there in Oregon. She'll answer your questions.
I would be honored to.
Yes. Or you can call us down here. You can call 800-GREET-12. That's 800-473-3812. It's on the chart there, on the scroller. And somebody will get hold of you. You can even call 888-GREET-12. 877-GREET-12. Any toll-free number will get you BioTouch.
That's right. We're accessible here.
Yeah. Or you can go online. There's a whole thing on classes, both here in Tucson, different places. Chicago's having one coming up. And you can just do an online training. We send you all the materials you need. We go through it with you one-on-one. We Zoom with you in order to see if you're doing the points right. So there are all kinds of ways to do it, all kinds of ways. We also have workshops that we do. We did the last one on pneumonia and bronchitis. Wonderful workshop, always posted on our website. And we have the next one coming up on Parkinson's disease.
Yeah.
Steve Liu, who's a licensed acupuncturist here in Tucson. And the interesting thing is he specializes in Parkinson's disease.
That's great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep.
So we are looking forward. What's great about these workshops is it's about the disease or the problem too. How do we get it? What is it? I've learned so much in these workshops.
Oh my gosh.
About diseases I've been working on for decades. And I never really understood them, but it's really good information. And then we understand, oh my God, no wonder BioTouch works.
Yep.
So that will be 6 p.m. on March 26th.
26th.
Yep. Everybody, if you're on our email list, you get reminders every week. I think we have one coming up next week with a beautiful video of our lovely Bev.
Which will be
you.
There by the time they get it.
Little hint, lovely you've done Bev, that, haven't you?
Lovely Bev has to do it.
Folks, we love you out there. We love sharing BioTouch. Bev, I love doing this show with you.
I know, me too, Paul. Thank you.
So, and thank you everyone for joining us again. It's just a wonderful opportunity to learn BioTouch, to share BioTouch. If you have any questions, send them to us. Email office@justtouch.com. Go to the website, make a comment there. Go to our Facebook pages, BioTouch Healing or BioTouch Healing Oregon, BioTouch Healing Chicagoland. We're everywhere. BioTouch Healing Germany. Dove Mountain, BioTouch Healing Germany. We are going to infiltrate. We're going to be like the virus.
Yeah. Ooh.
We'll be
I love virus.
I love virus. The LL. So on this second day of March 2020. We want to thank you all and just keep on touching, folks.
Yep. We'll see you next week.
If pain has got you down and you live in town, take a trip down to Pima Street. The people down there are people who care. They will get you back on your feet. Put love into action. Put love into action. If you ever want to have any real satisfaction, choose love while you still can. Don't even try to understand. A healing grace in your own hands. Put love into action.